Where am I looking? All right, I'm looking in the right spot. My baby's loose. If you want to know how to take care of a long wig such as this, a long wig or just a synthetic wig as long as possible so you can wear it as long as possible and get your money's worth out of the wig you buy, then keep on watching. I've got 100 lights, hot lights pointed at me, so I'm super hot. Let me spray myself. Hose myself down. I got this from Wig Types, and I will put the link in the description for this exact wig and for my look on this Khaleesi look, because I've watched every episode of Game of Thrones. Just kidding, I've never watched one. Maybe one day. I just don't want to see a bunch of that. You know what I'm talking about? Bunch of that. So I don't want to see that. Me neither. Okay, so I got this wig from Wigs Types. I will link it below, the exact same one, because sometimes it's hard to navigate on that website and find the exact wig because there's so many wigs on there. It's a very long blonde wig. I have gotten other ones in the past and I have reviews on that you can check my channel for. Many wigs, like neon ones, black ones, blonde ones, everything. My suggestion would be on taking care of a wig, because I've had this for a few weeks and being this long, it is doing pretty well. Do not brush, when you brush your wig, use a clean brush, but when you brush it, don't brush from the top. You're gonna wanna take the bottom and first brush that out, and keep brushing from the bottom to the top. Started from the bottom, now I'm here. Know what I'm saying? So yeah, you're gonna wanna brush it from the bottom, going up very lightly. Do not pull on your wig. And you can go through it with your fingers too and just kind of detangle it, because you do not want to pull that brush. It is going to split the ends, it's going to make it ratty, and it's going to be a mess that you'll never get undone. When you wash it in lukewarm to cold water, not warm or hot water. I don't know if lukewarm means not that warm, but not that warm to cold water when you wash your wig. Stick it in a sink. And you're going to want to put your shampoo on top of it, just a little bit. You can use wig shampoo or regular shampoo, just a little bit though. And you're going to want to, my baby's going crazy. You don't want to scrub that thing. You want to like massage it gently into the sink, such as so, and just kind of move it around in the water. You can leave it there for a couple minutes, but I take it out and then I rinse it a lot with cold water. Then I stick it back in the sink, get it all wet. And I put the conditioner on it and I let it sit in a sink full of conditioner. I've even heard of girls putting softener, like laundry softener in there and leaving it overnight to make it soft. Shh. You would have to put a very little bit because that stuff smells. Put a little bit of like oil on it, a tiny bit, or after cream, like after shampoo cream. And you can leave it to dry on a towel. You can leave it in a warmer spot, maybe by a window. I do that sometimes, but just do not blow dry it. It's gonna literally be a hot mess if you blow dry that thing. It's gonna be tangled and damaged and whatever. So with synthetic hair, you have to give it a little more TLC than you would with a real hair wig. I know of a lot of good wig places. I just got one from Amazon that looks like a Brazilian hair. Sorry, my daughter's over there running wild, actually tangling my wigs up. So another tip would be not to leave them on the floor like me, because I am a mess. I just bought a coat hanger to hang my wigs on, so I gotta hang that up and do that. I might buy a different one though, because the hooks aren't that big. But just hang them in a spot where they're safe and good. Do not brush your wigs when they're wet. That's another thing. Do not brush your wigs when they're wet still, because it's gonna tangle. Make sure it's completely dry before you brush them. If your wig is a little older and you've washed it and worn it a bunch, you can trim just a little bit off of it. Take the scissors and kind of trim the ends and then cut upwards. I haven't had to trim this yet. I've just left it as is. So you can just like cut a little off and then take the scissors upwards and do little cuts like that to make sure it's not like straight across unless you want that sort of thing. it gets a little bit more tangly, you can put some of the oil or aftercare treatment in there just a little bit and trim it a little bit, and that will help considerably with your wig. I don't wash my wigs that much because I only wear them for wig looks, like for makeup looks and for wig videos. So I don't happen to wash mine a lot because I don't have time to get all sweaty. I don't wear them outside, most of them, except for that Brazilian one I got in that video. I really like that one, and I believe it's real hair. It's just a really good wig. So yeah, I'm not getting hot and sweaty and getting them all dirty. Make sure your baby doesn't get a hold of your wigs. That's another good tip. Every time I start talking and redoing like a line that I'm saying, she'll go, ah, like that and scream. So I'm gonna go, and I hope that those tips helped you. And I will do an updated one with more tips or something, or, you know, more wigs if you want to. If you want me to, like this video. Okay, bye.